as they are now 3-1 against OKC this season. They are the only team with 3 wins against them, and all 3 have come by at least 7 points. All right, Stephen A., I'm going to start with you on this one. If these 2 teams meet in the playoffs, who would you have in a 7-game series?
For me personally, it would be OKC. I'm going to say that to get on Shannon's nerves. I'm going to get on Shannon's nerves with that.
Yep.
You know why I feel that way? Because I just don't trust the Lakers' shot-making ability. I just don't. That's how I feel about it, Shannon. That's the reason why. I mean, listen, it has nothing to do with Oklahoma City with what I'm about to say, but let me give you an example. So last year, when LeBron broke Kareem's all-time record, right? I think they lost that game. They lost to the Western Conference Finals. They get swept. They go to the home opener. They get swept. Kobe's statue is unveiled. They lose. You know, your LeBron passes 40,000 points. They lose. It's like, damn. You know, I'm just watching these teams, and I'm looking at them, and I'm saying, and I just say to them, can somebody, I mean, these are great moments for LeBron James. Can y'all show up and win? I mean, damn. You understand what I'm saying? Tomorrow ain't guaranteed. Could you do something? When I look at Oklahoma City, I think they're undersized to some degree. I mean, they got height on them, but I'm talking about girth. To some degree, I think that's an issue for them. But I'm just on this, JJ, I love me some Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This brother is special. And I'm just telling you right now, there is a star on the opposite side of the court, Shannon, to match whatever the Lakers are going to throw at them. And I take that into consideration along with home court advantage and fresh legs. I'm just of the mindset that Oklahoma City could take them. I know the Lakers have had their way for the most part with them in the regular season. I just believe that Oklahoma City could take them. And I hope I'm wrong, because we all know I'd rather be in L.A. than Oklahoma City.
No. This is not fluid. This is not fluid.
It's not fluid. It's not fluid.
I mean,
not fluid.
how many times must someone beat you before you realize, you know what? They're just a better man. They're just a better team. That's not a good matchup for them. They don't have an answer for LeBron, and Chet Holmgren is not sturdy enough to deal with AD down on the block. He's just not, and that's okay. And with the way they shooting the ball now with D'Lo and Austin Reeves, first of all, it ain't even going 7 games. We beat them 4-2. It doesn't matter where they play. They can play in OKC. They can play in Norman, Oklahoma. Really they can play in Tulsa, Oklahoma, or they can play in Oklahoma City.
It's going 6. Okay. Go ahead.
Lakers in 4.
Go ahead.
Lakers in 4. We might sweep them.
Shannon, why are you so? What does it matter how many games it goes?
It does.
In a playoff. Why?
Like,
why?
You're getting swept.
No.
Get swept. It's not good to get swept.
Oh, okay, fine.
All right. Fine. Not good to get swept.
A win is a win.
All right.
A win is a win.
All right.
Yeah.
This is actually I have just a general question about this potential matchup, because we have seen LeBron James now for 21 years play in big moments. He's a champion. He's done all that stuff. And I know in a basketball game, and in particular a playoff game, that LeBron James can be the central processing unit of a team, meaning he can be the brains on the court. He can manipulate possessions. We talked about matchups earlier. He can exploit mismatches. He can direct traffic. He's got pattern recognition, spatial awareness, all that stuff, right? In the biggest moments, we've seen him do that. So I think in this potential matchup, again, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, to me, is either the MVP or second in the MVP race.
He's second.
I think Nikola Jokic and him, I know you said Tatum earlier, Nikola Jokic and him, to me, are 1 and 2, however you want to slice it. However you want to slice it. And then there's 3 other guys that I think are right there in the conversation, Tatum being one of them.
JJ,
go ahead.
Can I show you and Stephen A. something?
Yeah.
Can I show you and Stephen A. something? Can we take a look at this?
Sure, we're looking.
Stephen A., what is this? Is that what we celebrate? Do we celebrate stuff like Stephen A.? Is that what we do?
What are you
Stephen A., it's not a rhetorical. Stephen A., it's not a rhetorical question. Since when did we start celebrating 30,000 points and getting trophies?
Well, what I would say to you is this. I don't I get where you're coming from. But listen, the man is a 6-time champion. okay, the greatest
What
to
they
have
got to
ever
do with
done
that?
it.
That ain't no six-time champion football.
I
That's
understand.
not
Well,
a
listen,
six-time
that's
champion
what the Wizards,
basketball.
which was a perpetually moribund franchise that thanked the good Lord that this man showed up and wore a uniform, and he only did it because he was trying to get ownership of the damn team, for crying out loud. And that didn't work out before he ended up getting it in Charlotte. Stop your nonsense, Shannon. Stop trying to compare and throw out those little nuggets, okay?
No, because hold on, I'm just trying to figure out. You was unimpressed with 40,000.
I was not.
The man getting the game off with 30. That's what you told me yesterday.
I did not say I was unimpressed. That's not what I told you. No, let me imitate you. That's not what I told you. What I said was the man is so great. The man has done so many things that this, to me, is just the latest. You almost got bored with it because it's like, my God, this is the 21st season at age 39. Nobody has been this great this long. I mean, it was a foregone conclusion that this was going to happen. He still got 2 to 3 years to go. That is what I said. I didn't sit up there and say he's done nothing.
I'm gonna make sure I'm hearing you correctly. So a man that's won 5 regular season MVPs, 6 finals MVPs, with 6 championships and 10 scoring titles. This is what we do?
I didn't do that. I mean, I saw it, but I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
No,
and can I get?
But no. Because every time LeBron James breaks a moment, they didn't win the game. Why they hang a banner, in-season tournament banner? Michael Jordan would have never.
No, I did not.
I was in the middle of a thing.
I was listening to you when he did that. He got on that Brioni vest. He got on that Brioni jacket. Man. He think he fly right now. And that's why he doing this stuff. That's what that's about.
Go ahead, JJ. Go
ahead, man. Go ahead, man.
All I was going to say is this. There are certain things that I'm excited about for these playoffs. And one of them is getting to see Shai in this environment.
Right.
Because to me, he has a counter for every defense. His game, year to year, it's like it was a big improvement. Then it's like the last 3 years, it's like these marginal improvements. We're like, if he wants to go post up, he can go post up. If he wants to draw a foul, he's going to draw a foul. If he needs a 3, he can hit a 3. I cannot wait to see him in big moments learn how to be that central processing unit for a team. That's what I'm excited about. I'd have, in a series, I'd have Oklahoma City slightly ahead of the Lakers.
Okay, and my question to you is this. I need justification. You have some explaining to do. Could you explain to me why Jason Tatum isn't a top 2 league MVP candidate, the way he's looked, the way he's played this year, and the way the Boston Celtics collectively have looked? He's the best player on the best team. Why is he not a top 2 candidate for league MVP?
Does the best player on the best team always win the MVP?
No, I said top 2 candidate.
No. I'll be honest with you. When I voted last year, I voted last year.
Okay.
And I weighed everything that Nikola Jokic did. I weighed everything that Joel Embiid did. And I weighed everything that Giannis did. Okay, Giannis ended up 3rd in the MVP. I voted for Giannis. The tiebreaker for me was best player on the best team. Because all 3 of those guys had historical seasons, right? All 3 had a historical season. Giannis, right now, is having another historical season. 30, 10, and 5 for the 2nd straight year. Only this year he's shooting over 60%, career high. Jokic having another historical season. Shai having another historical season. So that's the separate. It's not that Tatum isn't a deserving MVP, Stephen A. It's not that. If you want to vote based on the best player on the best team, by all means, put Tatum as. That's not how typically the MVP voting works. That's all I'm going to say. And he's a deserving MVP, for sure.
I said top 2 candidate because I think that when you are as excellent as he has been and your team has benefited exponentially compared to everybody else. I mean, you're about 6 games better than anybody else in the NBA. I can't ignore that. Now, if he was just going along to get along and he's just one of many things that's happening for his team and, you know, he's not head and shoulders above a lot of folks that wear in the same uniform, then I get you. But to me, he is. Jason Tatum has upped his play, and I just love what I'm seeing from him and the fact that, you know, he's got something to prove in the NBA Finals. But I personally believe he should be the leading candidate for league MVP right now.
That's fair.
Okay.
I think both of y'all been in my stash. For you guys to take Shai and the OKC Thunder over LeBron James and the Lakers in a 7-game series, you both are delusional.
Wanna try to boast at what I look like. If I'm gonna try to wear, I pull up all brains. Jimmy with the heat, I'm on fire. It's 88 over here,